Here it is.
Being a straight white dude that likes Trump but is only into liberal women is a lot like being in the closet. Because it's like they're going to ask you about it eventually. And you have to say what we all say, which is, yeah, I don't really follow politics. There's levels to this, man. You got to be discreet. You got to be really good at it. And it's not that hard once you get used to it. You just like lie a lot. If you can just lie really well to liberal women and just like make them think that you aren't really into politics, then everything works out. It's totally fine.
Multiple dating apps since 2021 have come out saying that women will not date conservative men. Like 55 to 77% of women on their apps say it's a deal breaker.
3/4 of college-educated young women are less likely to date a Trump supporter.
Ask you, who you voted for?
That's a tough question.
What do you say?
He said that's a tough question.
That's not a tough question. It's what you like. What did you eat this morning? That's a tough question. You ate that. You just have to report what you did this morning. So who did you vote for is only tough if you know it's gonna discredit you from being in the game. But other than that, it's not a tough question.
Because even
yeah,
they both know the answer,
oh my
and they both know what it's gonna mean afterwards.
Look at all of these lovely people.
Oof.
Is that going to be the out for me? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
That's going to be it.
all right. And that's all she wrote.
Give it up for Matt, everybody. Thanks for
And
shooting
he's like,
your
ah,
shot,
fuck,
buddy.
I'm next.
Good luck. Wow.
He's going back to God's country.
So,
Petty, and you know what? Clap your hands. You didn't clap?
my bad. I'm still processing what I saw. My apologies. Can I guys get up? I start twerking. So,
Petty, and you know what? Clap your hands. Clap your cheeks.
Well, first of all, Lisa, do you consent to a second date?
Do I have a last question that I can ask?
Sure.
Okay, plot twist.
Let's go for it.
So,
It's like bonus rounds.
who did you vote for?
I voted for the Trump candidate. But with that comes a lot of things, like a cabinet that has...
A cabinet? I can't! Oh, heart is broken. I enjoyed my evening with you, but I have to stick to my morals and my principles. And democracy.
What a plot to it. Fight.
All right. Well, Lisa, thank you so much.
So
Listen, everyone's got to stick to what they believe in.
okay. Now, why am I? This is the video that you and I covered a while back.
Is that okay?
Go for it.
Who did you vote for?
What if I didn't vote?
You thought he cooked it.
Well.
I honestly, I am not involved in politics. I'm not sitting here saying I voted.
Okay.
I'm not going to sit here and say I voted. I didn't vote. I'm sorry, but that is not a big thing in my life, and that is nothing against you and
No,
what you
I
think.
don't think that's against me at all. But
And if that's something you're passionate about, or
So this was the initial clip we watched. This is what part comes afterwards.
I'm a person of color.
Why somebody raising a red flag to oh, this bitch says she like rights. Oh, of course, it's a bit of a pandering statement. I think most people are, but this is a funny thing to see someone be like, nah, this bitch, she bugging. Somebody strip her of all her rights, please.
I definitely am a little concerned that you didn't vote, though. After hearing that, I was a little concerned.
I may have just said that.
I was a little concerned. I was like, this was a big one.
I voted.
You voted.
Oh.
You did vote.
Yes, but I don't make that. It's not a part of me.
So you lied.
I didn't lie. I did say to her, I said, no. I did vote, but I just... I mean, again, this is not a big part of my life. Like I do not. Like I understand.
Have you ever had a dream that you
That's actually it.
That's that dude right there.
But it's awkward to watch, but I'm playing it, the whole thing for a reason.
Yeah.
I get that. Can we ask who you voted for?
I mean, I just feel like that's a little personal, a little aggressive.
That's fair.
No, it's not a big part of me. I don't feel like wasting my time and energy in something that I can control.
So this guy voted for Trump, and he's not very comfortable saying it out loud, which I understand. Bringing this up because there's been a series of videos like that were like recommended to me, and
that's your jam, dating shows. All right, bad bitch.
People recommend stuff to me, and I'm like, okay, ooh, you go, girl.
With some rose
values. But.
Sorry to disturb you. I just gotta talk to you about something real quick. I'm about to go on a trip, and I like to pack light. You know what I mean? The essentials. I'm talking about my passport, my wallet, and you know it's an extra. Boom, one push of a button. I got all my cards here. I have an extender right here and an extender in the back. All my cards are there. You know, if you don't like the little dark colors, they have other colors. But what I want to talk to you about with Extra is they have new travel bag, because when I travel, I just want to have my carry-on, right? Not only it's a wonderful travel bag that you put everything in there with a sturdy zipper, it comes with a pump. Yeah, you plug that thing in, you have the pump, press of a button, it sucks. Pause.
All the air out, and you're able to save on space. So all my stuff is compact. It's still sucking.
Pause.
Boom.
And look at this. Pancake ready. It was all puffy and stuff. Now it's not. And I could just fit all my thing in my bag, and I have more space to put more stuff, and it's not full. And on top of that, it is waterproof. How do I know? I got one up right here that I did.
Zip it open.
Yes, I got a bottle of wine because, you know, you want to put your alcohol there and being safe. If it's spilled, it stays in the bag.
And boom, dry.
Get your bag right now. And since it's Christmas or the holidays, whatever floats your boat, that means you can get 54% off site-wide. Yeah, and if you use the promo code Abba and Preach, you get an additional 10% off. And you can use the promo code. You click on the link below right now, or you can use the QR code. Get your bag. Get your bag, get it? You already know I got the wallet. But these, phenomenal.
Well, after all that sucking, that's wet.
What did you think about this whole topic before we go forward?
There was a time that I thought it didn't matter. And more and more, I've seen couples around me that do not vote the same. Oh, boy, does it matter. Why does it fucking matter?
It's a big one?
It's a big one. It's like everybody, it's crazy because everybody's talking about, oh, I like your values. I like your, well, if you have different values then. Well, if you vote different, you have different values. There's maybe some good values that you have, like, yeah, I want the welfare of everybody. But if you vote a certain way, you don't want the welfare of everybody. So it goes against your values. So if you vote one way and you go with someone another way, that's going to be it could be a problem with your values, definitely.
But a couple of these clips like this went viral, and this is all happening at the same time where a lot of conservative men, especially men who are into MAGA specifically, even more so than conservative men, are reporting some dating struggles, and that when women say they're online, they're swiping left on them as much as possible. Some of them reporting the fact that they don't want to date these kinds of men in larger numbers. I want to give context to the numbers I'm going to show in a little bit, because even though it reports a lot of negative emotions, I think it was only 30 to 40% of people who said this is like a defining issue and that it would be a red line. 70% of people said I'm open or like okay-ish. So it's not everybody, but still that's a sizable number where when dating market's already a bit tough for people, that's another thing that people have to worry about. So this comes from the American Survey Center, and just so you're not confused, 3/4 of college-educated young women are less likely to date a Trump supporter. Now, what I liked about this is that this separated Trump supporter and Republican, because people do feel differently about the two labels and what they represent.
Yes.
Okay, 55% of them had an issue, but that went even higher when we talked about college-educated people. And you see the number decrease when it goes from Trump voter to Republicans specifically. I remember seeing this study about the women saying, you know, we don't date these kinds of dudes or whatever it is. But watching these videos, I think what struck me more than anything was how much all these men know. If they say it out loud, it's basically dead in the water.
They know what they did.
And
they know.
You can't even feel bad for them because it's just like, well, if you have all these views, like, why are you even trying to date liberal women? And you know what it makes me think of?
Because they're liberal. Because they're liberal.
Because they right? So, you know what this makes me think of? Remember the Tim Pool video that we did where he starts complaining like, I'm not the problem. It's all the women I've dated that are the problem. He's like 40, can't find a partner.
Yeah.
And then he starts explaining, listen, I work 100 hours a weekend.
So, like, when it comes to the women that I've been in relationships with, so one relationship I was in was a woman had a career. And so we never saw each other. And she's like, I'm not giving up my career. I'm like, well, I'm certainly not.
Yeah.
And then some other women are like, I want to go adventure and do my thing.
So you got to find somebody who wants to, you know, start a family and be maybe a stay-at-home mother. You know,
but here's the challenge with that. My perspective, personality, what I find attractive, are all based on liberal urban sensibilities.
Yep.
And so most of the women in that space are going to be fiercely independent careerists and not necessarily compatible. You know what the problem is though? It's definitely not me. I think it's everybody else.
Oh my God, you can't make this shit up. And I'm like, what is this guy yap about? Wait a minute. So you want to turn somebody who spent time investing in her arts and crafts, investing in her career, and you wanted her to throw every way so she could be a stay-at-home wife, and you blame everyone else but yours. But there's a lot of these dudes who are drawn to these kinds of women. Here's some comments from some people when they said why they're wary. Supporting Trump is supporting a racist, misogynist, rapist, liar, fraud, some colorful words. And she don't want somebody like that in her life. I hate Trump and everything he stands for.
You're voting for someone that infringe the right of one group, and you're surprised that when you try to date that group, you're like, hey, they don't want me. I gotta lie. I don't know why. Yeah, you're voting for the same thing that is infringing that group. Like, they're not gonna go for you. Like, they're gonna look at you funny.
Politics, especially today online, which is where a lot of young people live, is very not just divisive but also cruel. You know, we talk about owning the libs, fucking. You know, they're doing hype videos now for like deportations.
Yes.
So they'll put like, and like artists are complaining because they're using their music, but they're doing trailers for like deportations and other crazy things that they're doing.
Deportation 2,
and so it's
theater near you.
Yeah, it's a lot of meme and shit, right? And the reason why I'm bringing that up is like, if you look at the numbers, young Americans are more likely to say it's important that their partners share their views. It's important to date or marry someone who shares the same political views. From 18 to 29, 60%. That's more than any other group. And I know this to be true because I'm from the generation that comes afterwards, and we did not have that view. But I also come from a time where politics wasn't nearly as divisive.
It was not discussed.
No.
We didn't discuss it. We shut up about it. There was a couple of things you didn't talk about. You didn't talk about pay, religion, and you didn't talk about politics.
I don't know if I grew up totally in that, but we definitely weren't as like, if the other group went in, you didn't feel like it was an existential crisis. Now it's a completely different
100%.
thing where everything is ramped up to its degree.
Yeah.
And especially with like the MAGA movement and how it functions, I think they are particularly special. So I think that's made the lines even more clear for people and how they stand on things. But I think it's interesting that these guys even want to date liberal women. Well, I'm just curious. If you were conservative, why aren't you not trying to find no conservative lady?
Why the church boy don't try to date the church girls? Because the one that don't go to church suck more dick. Just. Notice what I said, more. I didn't say that the girls at church don't suck dick. That makes me think of the super successful woman, like top CEO of a company, and it's like, it's hard to date. I got all this money, but they don't care about that. Those men that you're trying to date don't care about that. And some of them are like in that attitude, I want a man to be a man. Do you even allow that man to be a man in your relationship? If you don't know what your place is in a relationship because you take all the space because you a big dog.
The way you said it was wild.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a man, but you're a lot of man to handle. You know what I mean?
Multiple generations of women, all because you think that they shouldn't have bodily autonomy. Multiple dating apps since 2021 have come out saying that women will not date conservative men. Like 55 to 77% of women on their apps say it's a deal breaker. All because these bozos just had to vote.
If you voted for somebody who repeatedly bashes marginalized groups of people, bashes minorities, bashes women, has no respect for them at all, yeah, that says a lot about your character, and that's unattractive to most women because that's an ugly trait to have. It shows that you condone those behaviors. Young women are shifting more left, and if you continuously shift more right in response to that rhetoric, then yeah, it makes you more unattractive.
That's the thing, is that there's going to be some people that are going to listen to this dude and they're going to be like, the way he talks, I can't vibe with that. So what about me? You have nothing to do with it. I just like his views.
I voted for his cabinet. His cabinet. He has a great cabinet in his kitchen. I don't think they have a big problem with conservatism per se. I think it's just more so there's like MAGA movement that's really erupted. I think it's just a different beast. Like you hear rhetoric now of like it's a mistake to let women vote. It's a mistake. Birth control, this other stuff. And like when you start hearing that rhetoric and it's not just fringe or it's not even being denounced, then you start to look at it like, oh wait, this group move a bit different. It's not just this thing where it's like I want a traditional household. Now it's like we know what's better for these ladies. I'm not gonna be with somebody who's gonna try to set up something where I have less agency. And I'm the same way. Like as a minority, this is no way I would ever be with somebody who starts yapping to me about how like bad black people are and black culture. I'm like, yo, shit, you need to shut the fuck up. I think with the way politics are going, I think this feeling is only gonna get amplified. And I'm very glad because you know what I mean. I love me some liberal ladies. You know what I mean. Shout out to your rights. Things are feeling very moist right now.
That word. It's like if one of your family members was saying some outlandish shit about you. Let's say you're dating someone of the same race. Irish is dating like an English person, two white people. The English person is saying some wild shit about the Irish person, or someone in the family saying, and your partner is just letting it fly. It's okay. It's just, I like his vibe. He's a cool dude. But he's also bashing who you are as a person. You would have a problem with that.
Listen, I think it's really weak that these guys were like, I don't want to talk about. I don't really want to talk. Shut up. Own your shit.
Own your shit.
Own your shit.
Say
This
what
whole
your
pussy.
shit is.
I don't know. And on top of that, they were slimy too, because they were sitting there. I don't. What if I didn't vote? Knowing damn well in the back of their head they voted and they know exactly for who. They just don't want to say it.
It is pussy. But even then, like if you see that a person, even if you haven't voted for whoever, you say I didn't vote. The comfort of her livelihood is being threatened by that vote, and you're like, I didn't vote. You just spelled I don't care in another way.
What's crazy is I can clap going up the stairs, but I can't clap coming down the stairs.